If you travel all the time and feel like eating healthy is a struggle, this video is for you. I have a lot of clients that struggle with this, and I know what this is like because I spent 60 years in the corporate world. Lived in a hotel Monday to Friday whilst competing at a high level, and I know this challenge inside and out. The key thing to think about when it comes to traveling healthily is preparation. Because here's the reality. If you get into a car, drive the long distance, the likelihood is you're going to get hungry during that journey. And the likelihood is you're going to pull over into a service station. And the foods that you're surrounded by don't tend to be that healthy because they're generally fast foods. The overwhelming smell of McDonald's, KFC, Burger King can be a real struggle, especially when you're hungry. So the key is making sure you're prepared ahead of time. And my top recommendation is just invest in some Tupperware containers, or you could even take it one step further. There's a bag called a 6-pack bag. It's got 6 trays in it. You can store your laptop in the top, your protein shaker in the side, and 6 meals in that bag. So they're really great tools for when you are traveling. The next thing that you want to do is start to think about some of the snacks that you can consume on the road or on a plane or on a train. There's great squeezable yogurts from Aldi that are like 25 grams of protein. You don't even need a spoon. You can squeeze it. I wouldn't recommend it whilst driving, but you could potentially do that. The key is making sure that you're able to get good nutrition on the go. And again, a couple of other things is like high protein chocolate bars, high protein crisps that are available now. There's barbecued chickpeas. There's a whole host of healthy snacks that you can consume whilst on a train. Little egg pots, if you are popping into your Tesco Express, for example, or if you're being organized, you can prepare these things at home. One of the great things I used to take with me is I used to make a couple of eggs, cut it up, add in some Greek yogurt instead of mayo with garlic, chili, cayenne pepper, chopped chive, tuna, mix it all up. Great protein snack on the go. These types of things are a great way to get prepared. Greek yogurt with some berries for a little dessert. Again, these are things that you can just consume when you pull over into the service station. So you don't even have to get food from the service station. Or when you're on a plane and you're surrounded by plastic foods, right? These foods that are just highly processed. These are the areas that you really need to focus on. When you are in a hotel, instead of the hotel menu, my recommendation is to go on an app like Just Eat, and you can select category, select grill. Sometimes you can select healthy depending on what's in the vicinity of the hotel. And therefore you can select something that's going to serve your health better. So again, these are little tools and techniques that you can use when traveling. You might not have access to a gym depending on which hotel you're staying in. So resistance bands, the little tubes with the 2 handles are amazing because they're light and you can do a lot of different exercises with them. When you're working out, you can do these quick 4-minute workouts in your hotel room with just resistance bands. When you're struggling with sleep, selecting the right pillow can be a challenge depending on what hotel you're going with you. I used to take my pillow with me, take out all the air out the pillow, and then put that in my suitcase. It turned into a pancake so it wouldn't take up much space. That way I knew the pillow was one of familiar that I could get a good night's rest. So again, it doesn't just stop with the food. Think about the hotel, think about physical activity, think about, have I got enough snacks prepared for the duration of my trip? One of the things that I highly recommend as well, meals that you can throw into a microwave. So think about your lunchtime. If you're in an office, if you have access to a microwave, you can get these little pouches from a company called the Gym Kitchen. You literally throw it in the microwave. I add some chicken to give it a little bit more substance, being honest with you. High in protein anyway, high in fiber, going to give you a great satiating meal on the go, and they don't require a fridge to store them in. So these are things that you can put in your suitcase and still be prepared for. Meal replacements, I'm a fan of those when you are traveling around a lot. You can drink your food if you can't physically eat it because you've got time or you're in and out of meetings all day. These are things that you can do to prepare yourself for travel. This is where most people struggle. If you can make just some of those recommendations that I've suggested in this video, is effectively going to help you change the way you travel, but you have to be prepared. I hope this video served you well. If it did, hit the share button. And if any questions, drop below. Thank you.